Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is Nikki Free, and today we're going to be talking about the interview with Shayanna Jenkins, and how she is speaking out about her late husband Aaron Hernandez's sexuality and how he was supposedly bisexual or gay, and just how she handled herself in this interview. I'm going to go ahead and play the interview for you. You guys, just listen to how this woman speaks about this man. It is so obvious that she loved him unconditionally. You can tell this was a childhood romance that really was genuine and blossomed into something that led to them actually getting engaged. She speaks upon how she still thinks he's innocent. She speaks about her daughter and how she is going to kind of bring up the memories for her daughter, and how she's going to kind of let her daughter form her own decisions or her own ideals about her father. It was just a great interview overall. I just feel that with everything that happened, she really conducted herself well. I know there's a lot of controversy regarding Aaron Hernandez and a little bit regarding her and how she handled things after he died as well. But this video is just basically about this interview. If you guys have not already seen the documentary on Netflix, I suggest you check that out if you want the whole background on her, Aaron, and everything that Aaron did. It's best to go ahead and watch the documentary because I'm not going to break that all down in this video. I just wanted to share her interview because it was really something to listen to. It's very touching. And she does touch on some things that I personally had questions about regarding how she felt about the things that were said about Aaron. Also, I found it quite interesting that his defense attorney, Jose, I think it's pronounced Baez, he said that he only participated in the Netflix documentary with the thoughts that the whole thing about Aaron's sexuality would not be in the documentary. He said he only agreed to do it if that part would not be in it. He thought it would be omitted. And after everything was completed and he did his interview, he said he felt like Netflix, someone went back on their word because they actually put all that in. So I think he's kind of feeling some kind of way about that. I'm not sure where all that's going at all. I don't know. I think Shayanna also felt a way about that part being in the documentary. She said that she felt like it didn't need to be in there, but I'm going to let you guys listen to exactly what she says. But I also just wanted to end it with Shayanna. You know, I love the fact that she said, and I really believe her. She was saying in this interview that she actually would have loved Aaron the same if she knew that he was gay or bisexual or whatever. She said that wouldn't have changed her love for him. And she said, you know, she really wishes that she would have known more. If this was true about Aaron, she wished she would have told her. So it's really touching. And it really kind of goes into how sometimes it's best to just be yourself and be honest. You'll be surprised how people will accept who you are, although there are jerks and people who won't accept you. But just the people that actually love you and that actually rock with you, they're going to accept you. They're going to accept you for you, you know, and I think that's an important thing. And also sometimes when you are yourself and people don't accept you, that's kind of good for you because you know who to weed out of your life and who to keep in your life. Because we ultimately want people in our lives that bring positivity and that can accept us. Because if you have to be fake and be someone else, what's the point of having the person in your life? If that's how you have to pretend to be someone else just to be their friend or their partner or what have you. Anyways, let me go ahead and play this video so you guys can hear what Shayanna had to say. Comment below and let me know what you guys think. Did you watch the Netflix documentary? Also, there's a great documentary on Aaron Hernandez on the ID channel. So they did a great job as well. They went all the way back, just kind of like Netflix, to his childhood. But to me, the ID channel kind of dug a little bit deeper. They brought up some more stuff that I don't remember being on the Netflix documentary. So they're both great documentaries. Go check them out if you want the whole backstory. Aside from that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm not sure why, but go ahead and subscribe now. Like, comment, and share the video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Hernandez. She is breaking her silence about that new docuseries about Aaron. So many people are talking about that docuseries.
That's right. And Shayanna Jenkins Hernandez is still shaken and emotional nearly 3 years after her fiance, the former NFL star who suffered from CTE, died by suicide while in prison for murder. Well, now she says this controversial new series that speculates on how his life unraveled, even his sexuality, has caused more pain for her and her daughter.
You stood by Aaron every step of the way. You stood by him then. Do you still believe that your fiancé was innocent?
Yes, of course I do. I'd be a cold person to leave someone that had nobody at all.
Aaron Hernandez was on top of the world.
Touchdown to Aaron Hernandez.
A bona fide superstar in the NFL with a $40 million contract to back it up.
Touchdown Hernandez.
His arrest for the murder of his friend Odin Lloyd ending that dream. Lloyd found shot to death near Hernandez's home, and the mounting evidence against the football star resulted in his conviction.
Guilty of murder in the first degree.
Ultimately leading to Hernandez taking his own life in 2017.
Prison officials calling his death a suicide.
Netflix's new docuseries Killer Inside, The Mind of Aaron Hernandez, chronicling the former football star's life.
Now, the guy's got a house. Why does he need another apartment?
This morning, the former fiancé of Hernandez is speaking out about certain claims made in the docuseries.
What was in the documentary that shouldn't have been, in your opinion?
Yeah, I would have to say Aaron's sexuality. You can't describe someone's sexuality without them being here. Although I've had a child with Aaron, I still can't tell you how he was feeling inside. No one can.
Do you want to comment at all on that aspect of this documentary and the rumors that had been there that Aaron may have been bisexual or gay?
If he did feel that way, or if he felt the urge, I wish that I was told. And I wish that he would have told me, because I would not have loved him any differently. I would have understood. It's not shameful, and I don't think anybody should feel shameful on who they are inside, regardless of who they love. I think it's a beautiful thing. I wish I was able to tell him that.
So what books am I going to be sending you, Aaron?
Harry Potter's.
Harry Potter's, okay.
The phone calls, I know, were painful for you to have to listen to, but they did make you feel like you knew him in a way that you didn't necessarily see, especially if you were just someone who tuned in for the games and then the courtroom.
The series playing phone calls from prison between Hernandez and his friends and family, including from the couple's young daughter.
It's just, again, very hard to hear, especially with my daughter being a minor, hearing sacred,
her giggles, her laughs.
Yeah, those are things as a mother you want to keep to yourself, and although they may not be played back, it's hard. It's hard to listen to.
Were you approached by the documentarians to participate in this series?
I was approached. They offered compensation for my participation. I wanted to leave it in the past and let my daughter grow without her having, to have bad memories to look back on.
Attorney Jose Baez, who represented Hernandez in court during a separate double murder trial, charges Hernandez was acquitted of, also taking issue with the docuseries he appeared in.
I think they're trying to find a simple answer for a complex situation. His health was a huge factor. I mean, I don't understand why we need to search around for an answer as to why he committed suicide when he was at an advanced stage of a disease where the primary symptom is suicide.
CTE.
Yes,
he had a posthumous autopsy. They looked at his brain. It was clear he had suffered from CTE.
and had severe brain damage. What more do you need to look at except to assume something? And I agreed to be part of the documentary based on representation that certain people would be taken out that were discussing his sexuality. And after I was done interviewing, they went back on that promise. And that's the issue I have.
In the wake of the Netflix series, Hernandez's now 8-year-old daughter growing up in the shadows of controversy surrounding her late father.
How do you describe Aaron Hernandez to your daughter? How do you want her to remember him?
I would describe her father as a loving individual who obviously loved her. I think it's more bringing back the memories for her and let her form her own opinion. And I think that would be just enough to let her know.
Now, Netflix did not respond to ABC News' request for a comment, but Shayanna was saying since this docuseries has come out, and it's all fairly recent, it's been tough, even walking down the halls of her daughter's schools, but she said she feels the support from the community, and she's just struggling with what comes next. You know, will her daughter watch this docuseries? Eventually, all of those things, now that it's out there, it stays out there.
Now the daughter's 8 years old, you know. But she really expressed herself very well in the interview.
I was very impressed with her and her love for Aaron and her love for her family and her willingness to talk about things that are uncomfortable.
Yeah, she did really. All right. Thank you, Amy, so much.